Good afternoon, bloomers and friends. I'm here with our new choir director, Ken Forney, and we're going to talk to him a little bit this afternoon and get to know him a little better. Good afternoon, Ken.
Good afternoon.
It is a pleasure to formally meet you. I've informally met you, and I haven't been able to attend choir practices, but I will be there tonight. So I'm just going to start in. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, where you come from, who you are, and...
I have a pretty musical family. I have a great-grandmother who was a professional pianist. Both my grandfathers were radio performers back in the day, and grew up with my mom playing hymns while my sister and I were sitting on the piano bench next to her.
Nice.
Along with that, I think I directed my first group at like 15.
Wow.
And have been conducting church choirs and community choirs and semi-professional groups ever since then.
Wow. That is pretty incredible. Now, where do you hail from?
My parents' families were both from the Toledo, Cleveland area. And I've been living in Madison, Wisconsin area for about 35 years.
Well, this is a big change in climate for you.
I'm looking forward to that.
So, how did you come to be Bloom's new choir director? Did they seek you out? Did you find them, or?
Well, it's a bit of a story. For several years I've been coming out to the Palm Springs area and have created some friendships here. Some of them started back in the Midwest, and I ended up getting invited to Bloom probably 3 years ago for the first time. So I've had an off and on relationship with Bloom for 3 years before moving here permanently.
Wow. Very cool.
And it's kind of due to those people who, when the idea of having an on-staff music director came along, that they kept encouraging me. They sent me early drafts of the job description to get my opinion on them. And so I've actually, been kind of just working into the process until the point that till Bloom was ready for applicants.
Yeah, that is very cool. So it's nice to see the relationship there. I think it makes people feel more comfortable knowing that there's a little bit of a history in a relationship. I would say a lot of us bloomers feel that this place is a very special place, so we're not cautious at all about who we invite in, because we invite everybody in. But we do like people that, we feel like are a good fit. And some people come along and they stay with us for a while and they move along. And some people stay with us for a long time, and it's all good, but it is nice to have that good fit and have someone here who can appreciate Bloom and has grown to know Bloom as others have, So it's just like welcoming someone home.
Well, thank you.
So, well, so I'm going to ask you this question. The way I phrased it to you in the email is what inspires you, but normally the question I ask is, what does Bloom inspire in you? So you've got a little bit of history with Bloom. So what does Bloom inspire in you?
I'm inspired by a few things about Bloom, one of which is how active the congregation is in the community, so that it's just not all internal looking. And the other thing that I sense about Bloom that inspires me is this concentration of energy that leads to growth. And so I look at this position as our opportunity to build a music program here. And that's been one of my most favorite things to do, as I've started 3 different choruses as the founding director or as a founding musician. And so what I see in Bloom is a great opportunity just to expand what we're doing in the worship ministry.
That is awesome. I think our choir and our music program has great potential to grow as we grow and we grow. I can only speak from my own experience, church experience, but we seem to be growing fairly rapidly for a new start, or at a good pace. And to me, that's just a wonderful thing, because it means more of us can get out there in the community and be active and involved, whether it's through the music programs or social justice programs. I think that is a wonderful thing, and it's a wonderful thing that you are our new music director. And I feel that we're going to have a wonderful music schedule this season. So thank you for that, and thank you for taking the time to tell us a little bit about yourself. And if you've got a voice and you're a Bloomer or a friend of Bloom and would like to sing with the Bloom Choir, you're welcome to come down. We rehearse from 5:15 to 6:15 every Wednesday night, and then we perform on certain Sundays of the month. You can come down and talk to Ken and be a part of it all. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us again on After Bloom. And join us this Sunday for Sunday services. And if you can't be with us in person, you can join us on Facebook Live. And if you can't join us on Facebook Live, you can always catch the recordings later. And if you can't be with us in person, be with us in spirit, and keep us in your prayers as we keep you in our prayers. Thank you, and have a blessed day.